Hello, everybody, and welcome to Math 60. Let's start by talking about negative numbers. So, I'm going to review some rules about adding negative numbers. Using the context of money. Find the answer to the following problems. You earn $6, you earn $7 more. How much money do you have now? Oh, yes, 13. You have 13 positive dollars. What would happen if you spent $2.10 and you spent $7.49? How much money would you have spent altogether? Negative $9, right? And 59 cents. So because you spent it, that's money you don't have anymore. That's why it's negative, right? Now, what happens if you earn $3, but you spend $9? How much money do you have then? Negative 6 equals negative $6. If you spend, anytime your money is negative, it's money that you don't have. You spend $10, but you have $12. How much do you have now? $2. And it's positive, so we don't have to put a plus sign in front of that number because we know it's positive. Okay, so when you think about negatives and positives, you can think about the fact that you owe money and you have money, right? You want, hopefully, the money that you have or that you've earned to be more than the amount you've spent. Otherwise, you go into debt, don't you? So that's where we get negative money here. So let's use the context on the number line. Find the answer to each problem. So this is actually my favorite way to think about positives and negatives, is just to think about it in terms of money. I think for a lot of students it makes the most sense. But if you were to think about it on the number line, we could think about if we were to start always at 0 and we were to go right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, we'd be here. That's 4 on the number line, right? All the numbers going to the right of 0 are all positive. If we were to go right 5 more places from 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where did we land now? 9. And you all know that 4 plus 5 is 9. If we're going negative, means we're going to the left. All the numbers to the left are all negative. So these are money that we owe here or that we've spent. So if we start at 0 and we go left to negative 1, here's negative 1 here. If we go left another negative 6, we're going to land where? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at negative 7. So negative 1 plus negative 6 is negative 7. Here we start at 4.5. That's 4.5. Let me switch colors. So we start at 4.5 here. Well, because we went to the right, 4.5 from 0. And now we're going to go to the left, meaning we're spending $6.50. So if we were going to go all the way to the left, 6.5, where are we going to land? Yeah, negative 2.5, right? Because we're going to go, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5, another half. What number did I land at? Negative 2. Okay, do you see how we went right for positive, left for negative? I'm actually right and left dyslexic, so I have a really hard time with the number line concept. It's easier for me to think about it in terms of money I have, money I owe. Okay, but here you owe 7, you have 12. Or you go left 7 from 0. So starting with 0, going left negative 7, you would land here. And now going right, a positive 12. So 7 takes you back to 0, right? Negative 7, you went down to negative 7. Positive 7, you went up to 0. How much further do I have to go? 5 more. When I have more than I owe, I end up with positive values. Okay, so write down some notes in your own words for adding signed numbers. So take a moment to write down, what do you think the rules are? How could we summarize the rules? And since we're recording, why don't we just share out on some of the ideas that came up? Normally I'd like you to take more time to think about it. Yes, what do you think, Miles? Yes, adding, and we could even say, like, these are both positive, these are both negative. Adding same signs, you could say you keep the sign and add the numbers, right? Add the numbers. So that's what he said. If there's two negatives and you add them, you get more negative, don't you? That's like when you owe and you owe some more, you're going to owe a lot more. Yes. Yes. Yes, you're getting, if you're spending and spending and spending, you're going to go into debt, aren't you? Yes. Did you have something to say? Yes, I love that. So you're using the idea of left and right. What happens in this second set of examples when you add two different signs? What happens then? Yeah. So you're actually right. Your debts are competing with your income all the time, aren't they? Do you notice that? Like your debt, my brother's like, I get paid and then it's like all my money's gone. You know? That's because he has a lot of debt. Well, don't we all? So when we add two different signs, we're basically going to subtract the values and take the sign of what? Actually, and I put bigger in quotes, bigger number. And why do I put bigger in quotes? It's not really mathematically sound for me to say that. I mean, 6.5 is bigger than 4.5, but really negative 6.5 is a smaller number, isn't it? Yeah, it's like the bigger number, even though it's a negative. So you're going to take the sign. So here, when the negative is bigger, we take that negative sign. Here, the positive number 12 was bigger than the negative 7, so we took a positive 5. So again, it's like the idea that your debt is competing with your income. Okay? So what I'm going to ask you to do now with your group is work on these practice problems. And we'll stop the video. That way the video is only 7